Hey, I'm Nolan Gould, and you're watching Hollywire.
I'd love to talk about Cameron and your relationship with him.
Sure.
And how do you keep his spirit alive in addition to being a part of events like this?
Yeah, I'm really lucky and honored to be a person who gets to call themselves a friend of Cam. If you ever got the chance to meet him, he was a very special person and was incredibly magnetic, and you just wanted to spend time talking to him and being around him. And I know a lot of people that feel that way, and so do I. And I grieved a lot when he passed, and it was a little bit of kind of my first introduction to losing important people in your life. And I'd like to say that like in ways it was like a wake-up call, and Cam was a person who always lived incredibly authentically, which sometimes a struggle for me being a child actor and understanding like kind of from a young age what's expected of you and how to exist in the world. And Cam was never like that. He was always super true to himself, and I think in moments I try to remind myself to be like that, and just like what a joy it is to be yourself.
Right.
And he understood that, and I try to understand that.
That has to be really difficult as an actor, especially playing a role for so long. Like, where do you end and where does that begin? And then
I don't know.
Leaving that behind.
Yeah, we're in therapy for it. I have an expensive therapist, and it's my gift to myself. Not because not that Modern Family was traumatic or anything, but it's just. It's a lot.
Well,
it's a lot to understand.
Those formative years to be growing up and playing someone else.
10 to 21 is incredibly important, and it's just been a lot to figure out. And I will say that, like, not just like hearing him in my everyday life, but also once a year getting to come to this event to seeing everyone who shows up and everyone who loved him and was also equally moved by his presence. Continue his memory and his legacy towards some really great work. It means a lot.
I love that. Real quick, you were talking about grief for a second.
Sure.
Any advice on grief and like getting through it, and like something maybe you would have told yourself back then that you wish you know now, as being you're not really on the other side because you're always going to be grieving in a way, but how did you get through that?
I haven't.
You have, yeah.
I haven't, and I think that is that's one of the tricks, is that like there's a lot of power in grief, because as long as you have feelings about somebody, whether it's pain or missing them or love or frustration or whatever it is, like you still carry them in a way. I think I would tell myself that like no matter what you feel, it's valid and truthful. And that like it's also like part of the beauty of life is like you do lose people and you can't have everything forever, and it's what makes the time you spend with people really important and really special. And so just remember that like moving forward in the future, that like the people you have in your life matter.